I hope this helps. There was one person who commented, I think, about the E-2 visa and they wanted to know. So this video is for you. I filmed an entire video about the E-2 visa and all of the steps of getting an E-2 visa while curling my hair and getting ready, and the footage deleted. So let's do this again, but get ready with me while I do my makeup. So today, spring is here, so we are going to go see the cherry blossoms at E-2. It's surprising that I've never seen cherry blossoms, even though I've been here for almost 2 years. I don't know what I was doing last year, but I did not see the cherry blossoms. So that's what we're doing today. But while we get ready, let me tell you all of the documents that you need to get your E-2 visa. Mind you, this is all the information that I had and used when I was getting my visa back in 2022. Can you tell I'm tired? Okay, let's do this again. Also, my glasses are clear, yes. I knocked out my old glasses because it's such a waste. It's not my right prescription anymore, but I still wanted to wear it, so I literally just took out the lenses, and there's no lenses on these, but that's okay. They're still cute. Okay, so let me tell you what you need to know for your E-2 visa. E-2 visa is the Teaching English in Korea visa. This is how I was able to move to Korea. These are all the documents that you need. This is relevant to a Canadian person. I know it will be a little bit different for other countries. For example, if you are a US citizen, some forms are different from what I know. I feel like the main things are the same, but you'll have to research what those different documents are. But if you're Canadian, this is the information that I used to get my visa, and it's super confusing. The government website, this is like a script for me because I've already said all these words. It's confusing because the government website give you bits of information, but it doesn't give you all of the information. So the information that I gathered here is accumulation of government website information, Reddit information because I had so many questions, YouTube video information, and my own experience, all into one notes page. I'm going to tell you the required documents, and then I'm going to break it down. Stage 1, getting your documents ready. Stage 2, your visa application. And then kind of stage 3, your after visa application. Okay? Let's get started. Glasses are coming off. Should I tell you what I'm using? That's kind of fun, right? I am using a stickler for the SEM concealer. So I use these as my, is it focusing? I can't tell. I use these as my foundation. This is a Cover Perfection Tip Concealer. This was the concealer that I got originally by myself. This is the Mineralizing Creamy Concealer in 01. And then I went to a colorist, the color test in Korea. That was $80, and they told me, because you could bring your makeup bag there and they can check through your makeup to see if your colors and eyeshadows and foundations are correct, and she literally said, this is not your color. So I'm like, what the heck, what color am I? She recommended me 01 Clear Beige. This is SPF 28. So this is the one that I use. Well, I mix it because I don't want to just waste this. Let's get started. The E-2 required documents. You will need passport photos. Here I wrote down 2 passport photos, but then later I write down that I only need 1, so I'm not sure. Okay, to be quite honest, I'm just gonna tell you the information that I used at the time, but I think during that time I was also confused. So I literally just took like all the precautions. When you take your passport pictures anyways, they're gonna give you like 6 copies, right? So honestly, just bring all of them. Just bring all of them. There's no harm in that. Your application for visa issuance, this is the application form that will be on the government website. Government form, you need to fill it out saying, I'm asking for an E-2 visa. That's this form, okay? Self-help statements. Again, this is another form from the government website. It basically asks you to declare your health status, your health records. It even asks about like anxiety, depression, even like mental health as well. Next is your criminal background check from your police, RCMP, with your apostille stamp within 6 months, in brackets. So this is your criminal record check that you have to do from your local police. For Canadians, that's the RCMP as well. And your criminal record check, you have to do this within 6 months of your entry date, I believe. It can't be like a year old, right? Because I need to double check that you haven't done anything recently. And your original diploma with a copy, original diploma and a copy of the diploma with the apostille stamp. This kind of freaked me out because at this point, this was 2022, and I just graduated. Literally the day that I graduated, after my graduation ceremony, after I came home, changed out of my gown and my dress or whatever I was wearing, fell up the stairs for whatever reason. I literally ran to the apostille, or like the notary, and got my diploma copied and notarized, and then I sent it off to Korea. It freaked me out because, you know, I worked 4 years for this degree and now I'm just sending it to this random like Korean company. I don't know. That's like my worst fear. I'm just not gonna answer. Okay, I'm gonna whisper. So where was I? So after my graduation, I took my original diploma, I took it to the notary, I got it copied over there, and then I got it notarized. So a notary basically just authenticates your copied version of the document. It's saying that this copied version that I'm giving you is legitimate. It is basically, it holds as much weight as the original document. The reason why you need to send your original diploma to Korea as well, because I was like super suspicious about this, and I asked like many questions to my like the hiring HR person. I was like, why do you need my original diploma? Because from what I saw online, some people were saying like, that's a scam, like you shouldn't be sending blah blah blah. And he said that the reason why they need the original diploma is because in recent years there's been a lot of teachers, like in general, not from the school, there's been a lot of people who kind of like fake their diploma and just fake the notarization of it. So that's why they need the original one as well as the copy one, just to like triple check, I guess. The employer basically told me that like, don't worry, once you get to Korea, we're gonna give you your diploma, your original diploma back like first thing. I'm like, okay, I just hope for the best, honestly. I even searched up like, can I get a new diploma if my old one gets stolen? And that is a thing. You can just order a new diploma. If worst comes to worst and you have to get another diploma because you got scammed, don't worry. Okay, so there's that. The next is a photocopy of your passport. So those are my required document section. Let's get into step 1, getting your documents ready. Just gonna go into more detail of how to get those documents ready, the documents that I just stated, and what to do, where to go, who to see. Step number 1, get your criminal record check from the RCMP or local police. You want to go online and book an appointment for a criminal background check. And this criminal background check has to be done within the 6 months of your flight to Korea. And then send your criminal record check and diploma to Victoria to get authenticated. I remember this. This was super confusing. So basically, after your criminal record check and you've graduated and you've gotten your diploma, you want to get that notarized. I had to send it to Victoria to get authenticated, and I had to include the cover letter request form, which is basically a form that was on the government website that I had to put in my application, and $60 inside the envelope. Super suspicious, but that's what I had to do. And I remember they mailed it back because I got something wrong. I think I sent like the original copy and I should have sent the notarized version or something like that. Please double check that. Maybe I can check my emails actually. And because I'm sure they emailed me to like double check. I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm not sure. Verse 3, bring your criminal record check, your original degree, notarized degree, sealed transcript pertaining to the degree, and passport to the Korean embassy to get a consular seal. This was another thing. I also got this wrong. The transcript that I ordered from my university, oh my gosh, I have no battery. The transcript that I ordered from my university, I got it sent to my house because you need a physical copy instead of like an online copy. Got it sent to my house, but I like jumped the gun. I ordered it too fast, so my last semester grades and my last like exam grades, I guess, weren't in that transcript. I wasted money. I went to the embassy and they were like, yeah, we can't do anything with this transcript. It doesn't include all the information. I was super stressed at this point. My flight was already booked. Everything was already set. I booked an Airbnb in Korea already. Like everything had to go according to plan, exactly on schedule, or I wasn't gonna make my flight. But she was so sweet. I went to the Vancouver office downtown and she said, when you can, get the correct transcript and just come back whenever you have it. Like you don't have to make an appointment, because if you know, these embassy appointments, they take forever. And so these embassy appointments I booked like a week or two in advance, and I was basically screwed. I got the correct transcript, including my last semester grades and whatnot, and I went back and she helped me right away. So yes, bring your criminal record check, your original degree, notarized degree, sealed transcript, and don't open the transcript when they give it to you, when your university sends it to you or you pick it up in person, which I ended up having to do. Okay, sorry. My camera ran out of battery. This video is such a mess. I basically called and I was like, please, when is the fastest time I can get them, like with like the customer student service? And I went there in person and asked them if my transcript was ready that day, and thank God it was. So then I ran all the way back to downtown, and yes, the embassy lady, she was so sweet. I didn't need an appointment. I basically just showed up and was like, hey, like, do you remember me? Please, I need help. And she was super, super nice. Okay, let's continue. So you need all those documents to bring with you, but they're really only going to put a stamp on your criminal record check and your like transcript thing, and that will be $5.20 per document. And so for the 2 documents, it'll be $10.40, and they only accept cash. Next, when you receive the documents back from the Korean embassy, send them to your recruiter or employer in Korea. Basically, once the Korean embassy, once you're there and they accepted your documents and they put the seal on your documents, and she's gonna give it back to you like right then and there, you can send it now to your recruiter or your employer in Korea, which they will use to get your visa issuance number on your behalf. From their end, they now have to contact the immigration or whatever it is to order like a visa issuance number for you, which you can then use to apply for a visa from Canada or from wherever you are. Does that make sense? I'm just trying to dump all the information that I have. So if things don't really make sense, like please leave a comment. I can make a separate video answering more specific questions, okay? Next, this is the step 2. This is now your visa application. Yes, once you've sent all those documents to your school or whoever you're talking to, the ball is in their court. Let them do their thing and then wait until you get a reply for your visa issuance number. Once you have received your visa issuance number and you have a finalized contract with your school, which includes the duration of your contract and signature from both parties, you can now apply at the Korean embassy in person. Make sure you've double checked your contract, you've read it over, every single word, make sure you understand it completely. If not, ask questions, okay? Ask questions about health insurance, ask questions about your severance, ask questions about your reimbursement for flights, which that's another thing I can talk about as well. Kind of like the nitty-gritties of that sort of thing, because I was very close to like not getting reimbursed for my flights, and I should have kind of asked more questions about it before getting hired. Anyways, I can talk about that another time. These are the documents that you need to bring with you to the Korean embassy now applying for the visa itself, okay? You will need your, let me like actually put something on my face. You will need your visa application form. So this is a form that I mentioned in the beginning. This is the form that will say, I'm applying for an E-2 visa. You will need your original passport and a photocopy of your passport. You will need a passport photo, size 3.5 by 4.5 centimeters. This should be taken with a white background with the date stamped, taken within 6 months at the back of the photo. So basically you need a recently taken passport photo, and I just went to like my nearby London Drugs. Hey, okay. And I'm pretty sure they didn't put a stamp in the back, like I had to ask for it, so make sure, double check that it has the date, okay? Because they basically just need to know that it's a recent photo and not like a photo you've taken a year ago. Next is your signed employment contract, signed by both the applicant and the academic institution. Then a document providing an overview of the academic institution with the name, phone number, and email of the contact person at the school. So basically you need to know this information. I just wrote this down in a Google Doc and printed it out. It should include the name of the school or the academy, whatever, the phone number of the school, and the email or whatever contact information you have of the person that you've been talking to. They just need someone in Korea that they can also contact. And the visa fee. This is a visa fee now for your visa application. The $10 that I mentioned earlier, that was for just to get like your documents sealed or stamped, which was $10. This is the visa application fee, which is $78 Canadian. But just make sure to bring cash. That is it. That is it. By then, you've done all that you can do. There's nothing more. You can finally relax. The very last part is just to double check if you've gotten your visa. This part The information that I have here, I'm pretty sure I just copied down from like the piece of paper that the embassy girl gave me. So this might be different for you because this should just be the information that they literally tell you in person, okay? This is like the one part of the process that should be as clear as day, okay? So don't stress about it. Oh, this is how to check for your visa application status. So step 1, visit the the Korea visa portal. This is a link that she just gave me on the piece of paper. Okay, so basically this is like the Korean embassy link. You want to click the check application status, click the diplomatic office as the type of application, enter your passport number, enter your name with your last name first in the middle. So exactly how you would see in your passport. As you know, in Korea, last names comes first, and also when you move to Korea and all your documents in Korea, that is how legally you're going to be addressed. So enter your date of birth, click search. Once the status shows a visa grant notice, please print it out. The print button only appears on the screen if your visa has been issued. This is basically the document that says Mabel has been issued the E-2 visa. She can stay in Korea for 1 year teaching English. This is the document that is the most important. Okay, so you have to print it out. I don't think they will accept like an online copy. It needs to be printed out, okay? When going through immigration clearance, present this with color or black and white document of visa grant notice alongside passport. I wasn't sure if it mattered if the document had to be in color or in black and white. I literally printed both of them because, you know, I wasn't not gonna go on the very last step at the airport and not go through, you know. I'm pretty sure it honestly didn't matter. I think I handed them my black and white version, but I don't think they didn't say anything to me. I would just print both just to be safe. When I was at the airport and I was checking in at the counter, she asked for my passport, obviously, and my visa grant notice. And then I got on the plane and flew to Korea with my 2 suitcases, and now I'm here. So that is, I didn't do anything. That is all the information that I have from my experience. I really hope that was helpful. Again, this is information from 2 years ago and from a Canadian as well, so information might be a little bit different for you, and also information might have changed by then. Or sorry, information might have changed by now, so please double check. Do, you know, some research of your own, but I think this is a really good start for your E-2 visa because this is pretty much all the information that I used to get to Korea. I hope this helps. There was one person who commented, I think, about the E-2 visa and they wanted to know. So this video is for you. If you guys have any other questions, please let me know in the comments. I saw this new feature actually on YouTube where if I say like, press the like button like glows rainbow. Does that also happen for you? So press like if you enjoy this type of content and if you want more like how I moved to Korea, things about contracts, things about anything really, let me know. If you haven't seen my other video about the D10 visa, I also did a video on that. The D10 visa is looking for a job visa, so it's kind of like an in-between visa. I've never heard many people talk about it. I just told my friend about it recently as well, so check out that video if you want to learn more about it. Anything else? There is, this is kind of related, but after you arrive in Korea, you also need to do a health check. So kind of be prepared for that. For me, my school kind of walked me through it. You need to make an appointment, go to the one of the hospitals, and like get basically all of your health work done. Even though like you filled out a health form before moving, like you need to do a physical health check in Korea as well. So just be aware of that. Let's go to Yeouido and leave any comments for me. If you have questions, leave a like if you like this type of video. And let's continue on our day. There's so many pop-up shops here, and we are looking for a smoothie place. Oh, this one, because it's like an American one, and I've tried it before at the Vancouver airport. It's called Joe and the Juice. Let's check it out. I tried this place at the Vancouver airport, so we don't have it in Canada. Once we pass through US Customs, it's on the US side of the airport, so we tried it there, and I tried the tuna caro sandwich, and I think just like some sort of coffee, and the sandwich is really good, so I'm excited to try it again in Korea and see if it compares. It's split in half, right? We also got the Prince of Green juice.
아보카도랑 잘 어울리네. 계란랑.
Okay, let's go. So there's no cherry blossoms, right?
어? cherry cher로 가야 된다니까?
Ah, we didn't go there yet, did we? Okay, let's go check out the cherry blossoms. There's people performing, and there's a lot of people here actually. It's really nice. You can rent out picnic blankets. That's a bar cart. Coffee. They're filming something over there. I wonder what. I feel like we came like a day or two too early, so the cherry blossoms are not quite fully bloomed yet, but it's still very nice, and I'm really glad we came out.
Don't know if you know this too. I'd rather be right here with you. Nothing else matters right now. It's just you